Hello and welcome to Magic and Mystic, where we talk about anything that's magic, spooky, and of course, mystical.
We are your hosts, Alana
and Agatha,
and today we will be taking you on a journey to get to know the stars a little bit better and what crystals we think align with today's topic.
And I will tell you a spooky story that I think aligns with today's topic and what the tarot cards are trying to tell us.
Okay, so before we get into it, today we're going to be discussing Greek stars and the myths and how they came about.
Ooh, I'm actually really excited for this one.
But how was your week this week?
Ooh, it was better than last week's. Yeah, we didn't really do much, to be honest. We did a bit of gardening. We're just going to be finishing it off this week. I decided on the side of our fence we've got these ugly brick-looking little stones, and I hated them since the moment we moved into that house. So I finally decided to get on my knees and pick every single rock off, and I bought these white stones that we're putting on that, and then it just looks so much better. Like, genuinely, it looks so much better. But we didn't get enough bags. We probably need 10 more bags, and we only got 2, so...
So you didn't just have a little bit left to do?
This week we're just gonna plant some flowers. Well, we need to go flower shopping first. Plant some flowers, put on some lights, and clean the little bonfire fire pit thing so that it's ready for next week. And yeah, as I said, that's all we have.
Nice. Do you know, I'm really jealous that you get to go flower shopping. I don't think I can fit any more flowers in my garden.
I don't think you can.
So I love gardening, and I have a arch, and it's got 2 rows to either side. But because that wasn't enough, I actually built flower beds all around it, and...
I stole the idea from you, and we're building that tomorrow as well.
What, with an arch or just a flower bed?
Just a flower bed.
To be fair, it was really cheap. I went to B&M, and I think it was just these slats that you put on sheds.
I'll make it even cheaper. Callum got some pallets from work.
Okay, you've seen how big my plants are. So yeah. The planters I made are probably about 4 foot by 3 foot. And I would need so much pallets for that.
Yeah. To be fair, I genuinely like how you did it. We're not raising ours too much from what it is now. Just a little bit so that I can actually plant some flowers. Because the ones that I did last year didn't really survive because there was just no room for them to grow, which is sad.
Oh, poor flowers. But saying that, I did... So me and Agatha have just been in garden, and I was showing her a bleeding heart.
I love them. They would... Generally, I think I might need to look for earrings that look like that because they look so cute.
So, a bleeding heart, if you don't know what the flower is...
Sorry.
Bless you. So, if you don't know what the flower is, it's it comes off the stem and it usually hangs over, and there's loads of little heart-shaped flowers all the way around it, like literally.
They literally look like hearts.
And then at the bottom they have like a little teardrop, a white teardrop hanging off them. Yeah, that's why they're called bleeding hearts.
I love it. Genuinely, probably my top 5 flowers, favorite flowers.
I got it a couple of years ago. That's why it's so big now. And it was 50p in a clearance sale. So I got it, and then I moved it. But when I moved it, I cut it in 2, so I just split it just straight down middle. And shockingly, they're really hardy.
Yeah.
I can't seem to kill it. Not like I want to kill it, but...
Yeah, to be fair, I can't really say anything. The only thing that survived in our garden is the tree we planted when we first moved into that house. Everything else just dies. How was your week?
It wasn't too bad. So this week I actually did a fun run.
Yes, you did.
So, and I've sent you a few photos. It was an inflatable fun run that we did. It was a 5k. Me and Liam did it. And are you going to sneeze again?
No. Sounded like a half yawn coming. I don't know what.
So, yeah, we did an inflatable run. So it was basically like you had to run 5K, but there was all these obstacles in the way that you had to like climb under, jump through. And it was just all inflatable. It was so much fun. He had gone out drinking the night before with a few friends. So when we went on this run, he was dying, which honestly made me feel so fit, which I am not. I cannot run a 5K. But with him being so much out of breath, I was like, oh, I'm so good at this. I'm like a runner.
Oh, I'm really jealous. It looked really fun. I was trying to run. I did only once. But hopefully by this time next year, I might be able to do it. Maybe.
I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope you do it with us next year.
Yeah. You did the, what's it called?
Tough Mudder.
Tough Mudder a few years ago.
This was like 3 years ago now, but honestly, it was so much fun. I would do that again.
Yeah.
It was hard. The hardest thing that I did was the cold pour. So I thought I'd be fine in it, but I jumped in and oh my God, shock is real. But I jumped in and I could not catch my breath. And this woman's like, you need to swim under. I'm like, darling, I can't breathe. Give me a moment.
I mean, I think your mom sent pictures of when you were doing it, and I was like, oh, I don't know how you did it.
You have to like crawl through mud and barbed wire and stuff like that.
The inflatable one, I'll probably give it a go. Tough Mudder, maybe a bit too tough for me.
Right, okay, so do you want me to tell you about the stars?
Yes, tell me.
Okay, so the first one is Astrea.
Oh.
And she is the Star Maiden. Astrea is probably the closest thing to a true star goddess. Right? So there's not that many star goddesses or anything like that I could find, but these are only a few. Okay, so she was a goddess of justice and innocence. And during the Golden Age, she lived amongst us. So she lived on Earth. But as humanity became corrupt, she grew heartbroken and left Earth. So she couldn't deal with all the fighting, all the...
Relatable.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd leave Earth.
So instead, so she leaves Earth, but she doesn't leave us completely. Mm-hmm. So she ascended into the sky and became the constellation of Virgo.
That's my birth sign.
And I just think there's something really poetic about her. Like, she represents purity that couldn't survive the flaws of the world.
Yeah. So
she became internal amongst the stars instead, so we can still see her.
Aww. I like her. She's gonna be my favourite now.
See,
just because of the Virgo.
Astrea. So, the second one is one of my favourites, and that's Nyx.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
So, she sounds like a badass.
Yeah.
Right. Even, I think it's Zeus will not mess with her. So, I'll tell you a bit about her. So, Nyx isn't a star goddess directly, but she does rule the night, which includes the stars.
Yeah.
She is one of the strongest deities, so ancient that even Zeus fears her. So from her comes many forces, such as sleep, death, and fate.
Ooh.
If you imagine the night sky as a living being full of stars, like cascading diamonds, that's Nyx's domain.
Cute. I like how you've written that. That's really cute.
So I have got a little bit more about her because she was my favourite. We love Nyx. So in the beginning, before the sun, the moon, or even the first whisper of time, there was chaos, a formless, endless void. From this void emerged Nyx, the dark goddess of the night. She did not walk nor fly. She simply was, a shadow stretching across the emptiness, and bringing the first cool quiet of darkness. So, wherever Nick passed, Silence followed. Even the gods gave way to her, bowing to her majesticness.
Damn.
I don't know whether majesticness is a word, but that's what I wrote down. So Nyx actually bore many children. And do you want me to tell you what children they were?
Oh, yes.
Hypnos, the gentle god of sleep. Thanatos, the silent god of death.
Mm-hmm.
Eris, I think that's how you pronounce the name. The spark of strife. Nemesis, the force of retribution. And countless other spirits of dreams, sorrow, and doom. These children reflect her domain over the unseen, which I find really cool. So I know that Nyx is the goddess of darkness, and all her children represent that as well. Like, they are part of her domain, really, aren't they?
Yeah. I didn't expect that many. I thought you were going to say 2. And they just kept going.
No,
so many.
She bore a lot of children.
Oh, yeah.
Sleep, death.
I like sleep.
So, do you want to tell you a little story?
Yes.
One night, long before mortals walked the earth, Zeus himself found her out. He had heard whispers that even he could not even he couldn't tell her what to do. And in his arrogance, he approached her. But when Nyx appeared, cloaked in endless shadows, he felt a chill that was not cold, but ancient and knowing.
Ooh.
I am the night, she said, her voice like rustling of the leaves before a storm. Even kings tremble when the world sleeps. Even gods must bow to what cannot be seen.
I like that.
So some say that the stars that we see are her whispers of dreams.
Okay.
So while she's whispering and creating dreams and stars, sleep, death, strife, and fate move beneath her watchful shadows, which are her children.
It's really cute in a way.
They all work as a team, a family unit.
Yeah, I like that. So I actually looked into Nyx as well, because she was my favorite too. And I've got a little Reddit thread I want to read you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's from r/Hellenism. I think it's basically a religion at this point. But it's from a user called banana/king/gaming45. And they just put a post titled, "So what exactly is Nyx? What does she do?" I know Nyx is said to be a primordial goddess, one of the ones who created existence as we currently know it. But besides that, what does she do? / is responsible for? I know the whole personification of night and darkness thing, but what exactly does that entail? Not trying to be disrespectful, it's just something that's been on my mind as of recent. And a user called FitBreath4345 responded, platonically / orphically?
Quickly.
I don't know. Nyx is the second demiurge.
That's the word I couldn't say.
There's lots of difficult words. After her mother / father, Phanes. Phanes is the system. In this system is linked with the emanation of being itself, and Nyx linked with the principle of life. Her darkness meditates the pure being of Phanes, allowing life and intellect to develop. She advises Zeus when he takes on his demurical role on how to organize the cosmos, so there will be difference and multiplicity. Okay, a lot of difficult words. What the hell? And to have a golden chain of being so that in all this difference and multiplicity, our souls and indeed all things are connected to the divine. She also advises Zeus to seek the aid of Cronos, his father in his task of ordering the cosmos. Think of looking at the vastness of the dark night sky, away from streetlights, how internal it seems, and the potential contained in it. In brackets, he said, and we are not ourselves on Gaia, contained with this vastness of Nyx over us. It's no coincidence that in the Orphic myth, Nyx passes on her demuric. This is
I'm
difficult.
glad that I'm not reading it.
This is really difficult. It's no coincidence in this Orphic myth, Nyx passes on her demuric torch to Oronus, who represents more the higher aspects of intellect. Still, the vast potential of the sky, or from our perspective, more visible slash illuminated. And someone responded, I absolutely love your post. You must feel mother's touch when you look into the night. I see has the void in which we live and the love to where we go. Everything must have balance, which is why this universe is meant to be harsh, cold, and challenging. We children would never learn to grow if we had everything given to us. She's just like a other mother. What? She's just like every other mother. Ha ha ha. Get off your video games, get out the house, don't come back unless the leg is broken or it's lunchtime. Now go have fun and give mom a kiss on the cheek. Think like that, but on a much higher cosmic scales. The sooner we realize how closely connected we are, the sooner we stop fighting each other and become the one society for all that we were destined to be.
Oh, you've said she's like a mum.
Yeah.
Don't come back unless it's broken.
I mean, I think it's a pretty accurate from what you said, to be honest.
I feel like people that fear Nyx, it's only because
They have
people-
mummy issues.
I was gonna say they fear the dark and the unknown. Not they've got mummy issues.
Yeah. Either one. Take which one you prefer.
Okay, so that's Nyx, and then I just have a few other ones.
Yeah. I've got a few poems, but I feel like they're better to be told at the end.
Okay, that's cute. So the next one that I've got is Asteria. So, goddess of falling stars. Asteria is strongly tied to the stars, especially shooting stars. Her name literally means starry one.
Ah.
And according to myth, she was pursued by guess who?
The one and only
Zeus. To escape him, she transformed into a quail.
a bird.
She transformed into a bird and leaped into the sea.
Did she drown?
She later, so she jumped into the sea, and then later she came across the island of Delos. She's often linked to the magic of wishes and omens.
So when we see a shooting star, we can say, wish upon Asteria.
That's really cute. I like
I really like that, actually.
Okay, and then there is another one. Echoes, bringer of the morning light. Echoes isn't a star goddess exactly, but she opens the sky each morning, fading the stars away and bringing her light.
Cute.
Which I kind of like. So she's kind of associated with renewal, new beginnings, and the transformation from night to day.
I like that.
In a way, she is one who generally takes the stars at the sky each morning.
Yeah.
So in Greek mythology, from what I've seen, they don't always separate star gods in the way you might expect.
Yeah.
Instead, mmany figures become stars or constellations after love or tragedy.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No, I did not. I can't really tell if that's sweet or kind of sad.
It's really sad.
It's really sad,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and I have a few of tragic stories that are stars and they're the constellations, so you can actually see them tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so do you remember Medusa?
From last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Our icon.
let me just give you a quick reminder. So, Medusa wasn't always a monster. In many versions, she was a beautiful woman who was violated and then was killed.
Yeah.
So, when Perseus killed her, he took her head, but it didn't lose power. After her death, she was placed amongst the stars, her story becoming eternal. And I feel like there's something deeply unsettling about it. So she was punished in life and then remained forever a monster that she was forced to become in the stars.
Yeah, it is. So, do you think it's their souls that are in the sky? Or do their bodies become a star?
I feel like it's just their souls.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that makes...
So then they'd become the star anyway, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be souls. I feel like we don't put as much.
Yeah, we think it's souls. It makes sense in our little brains.
Yes. So I have another one. And the next one is Callisto.
Okay.
So, Callisto was a nymph who followed Artemis and vowed to remain pure. Little bit of context, Artemis is the goddess of hunt. Okay? But Zeus, dun 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 dun, disguised himself and tricked her. So when Artemis discovered that Callisto was pregnant, she was cast out. Then Hera, furious and jealous, turned her into a bear. Yeah, so Hera is basically Zeus's wife.
Yeah.
But Zeus is generally going with everything that's got a pulse.
You know how you have beef with Poseidon, right? I might have beef with freaking Zeus.
I know, right? He's just as bad. So, years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Callisto's son almost killed her while hunting.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. She's a bear.
Okay, so to stop this tragedy, right, Zeus placed them both in the sky.
For the sun?
Yep. So he placed the sun and her in the sky. So I don't even know if it's so they'd both be safe, but that star is the Big Dipper and Little Dipper.
Aww.
They were denied rest, forced to circle the sky forever, never allowed to dip below the horizon.
Jesus.
That's why it's the Big Dipper and Little Dipper, mother and son.
That's, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Why? Horrible.
It's so much drama.
Yes.
Okay, so my next one is about Orion. He was a powerful hunter, depending on the myth, either a companion to Artemis or someone who became dangerously obsessed with them.
Right.
So in one story, Orion claims that he can kill every animal on Earth. So
why?
I don't know. It was a flex back in the day, I think, which I never understood that when people go and kill bears and stuff like that. I'm so against it. It's like, well, obviously you're gonna win. You've got a gun.
Yeah, literally. You standing from a distance where the animal can't see you, so can't even defend itself, and you're bragging that you killed it. Okay.
I know. It's like, go do it with your bare hands then. Let's see who wins.
Exactly.
So Gaia, I'm guessing he didn't like how he was saying that he could kill every animal on Earth.
Yeah.
Because Gaia actually sends a scorpion to kill him.
Hell yes, I like Gaia.
Which is quite a funny twist of fate. Both of them are in the sky. Orion and the Scorpion. Right, okay. So, obviously,
We went Gaia and Orion, not the freaking Scorpion.
they're both up there. Right? So, you've got Orion, which Orion's belt, the constellation, Scorpio, which is the star sign.
Yep.
Right? And they was both placed on opposite sides of the sky so that they could never meet again. One rises and the other one falls. It's kind of like a eternal chase.
Yeah. Scary, but also funny. Scorpion. He was literally made to kill, and now he's punished.
I know, right? Like, but he made a big claim, and now he's never going to make that claim because they will never see each other. They'll never be able to catch each other. Okay, and my next one is Europa.
Ooh.
I think that's the right pronunciation. So Europa was a princess, and guess what? Zeus transforms into a beautiful white bull to get close to her. Okay, so
he's Jesus Christ, he's sneaky.
He will literally do anything with a pulse, and I feel like we've all met people like that. So obviously, he's a beautiful white bull. What could go wrong? So Europa climbs onto the back,
as you do,
and he carries her across the seas against her will.
Oh my god!
The bull becomes the constellation Taurus.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So when you look at Taurus, you're not just seeing a symbol. You're seeing the moment of her abduction frozen in the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know there's not really much word for that. But I kind of noticed a pattern through all of these stories. A lot of these stories are sharing something
with Zeus.
Yeah, uncomfortable. The main stories are women being punished or transformed after being wronged.
Yeah.
Mortals, obviously, that Europa, she was human. And so was the hunter that claimed he could kill everything.
Yeah.
Mortals are turned into stars, not as a reward, but to escape or as a containment.
Yeah.
Kind of like a prison.
Yeah.
If you think about it, the sky's kind of like a museum of suffering and pride.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I used to like looking at the stars in the sky. Now all I'm going to think is, oh, I'm so sorry.
So I have a few more.
Yeah.
This one is about Cassia. So Cassia was a queen, and she boasted, right, that her and her daughter Andromeda were more beautiful than the Nereids. Basically the sea nymphs of the ocean.
Jesus.
Okay. And they did not like this.
No, I can't imagine they did. What
happens is the sea nymphs are kind of like with Poseidon, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
Makes sense.
So Poseidon didn't like this either, and he sent a creature, a sea monster, to terrorize the kingdom. To save it, Andromeda was chained to a rock as a sacrifice.
Jesus!
Eventually, Perseus rescued her, but Cassia herself was not spared. So her daughter was, but she was not.
Which is fair.
Athena, she was the one saying, I'm more beautiful than all of you.
Probably the most fair thing you're going to hear in this whole episode.
Right? Athena punished her, which I feel like is kind of overkill. Like just saying, I think I'm prettier than you, and then being chained to a rock.
Yeah.
And then you get turned into a star.
Yeah.
But it's the way that she gets turned into the star that I find quite
harsh.
So Athena punishes her by placing her in the sky, sitting on her throne, upside down, half of the time, an internal reminder of pride and humiliation. So when you're looking at Cassiopeia, you're staring at vanity in a permanent awkward position.
Damn, I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah. All because she said that her beauty was more. I think, come on.
Yeah, it's a bit of an overkill.
Isn't it? So, Pathon. I feel like I'm saying that right. So, Pathon, son of the sun god Helios, okay, begged to drive his father's sun chariot for a day. But when he did, he couldn't control the horses and scorched the earth and created the deserts.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Zeus struck him down with a thunderbolt to prevent further damage, and after his death, the gods placed him among the stars. And kind of his story is a warning in the sky, I guess. Like, without control, you can burn everything around you. I found that really sad. So basically, he just wanted to take his father's car out for a ride, and
So in our world, he basically was in a car crash.
yeah, basically he nicked his father's car and had a drive in it, and it didn't end well.
No. And it's not even because he did anything bad, he just lost control.
Yeah, that's basically, yeah, he just couldn't control the horses.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the deserts were made. That's interesting.
It is, yeah.
You know, bright side.
Yeah,
there's something.
It's a little bit of earth we can't use.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to hear... I've got 2 poems, so do you want to hear one of them now?
Yeah, you hear one, and then I can tell you 2 more, and then I promise that I'm done.
Okay, so the first one... Also, the way I said okay, I didn't... It sounded like I was excited for it to get done. I'm not. I do actually really enjoy this.
It's okay, I understand.
Let's quickly move on. Okay, so here's the first one. I hope I can read this right. Stars scatter softly across the night, silent fires in endless fight, each one a whisper, old and far, a memory held in every star. They watched Astrea rise and stay, and traced the path of Orion on his way. They flickered not from fading light, but stories burning through the night. And if you pause them beneath the glow, you'll hear the truth they'll never show.
Right,
Very cute. I feel like I'm in a school play or something.
that I'll never show.
Yeah. Do you want the other one?
Or do you want me to tell you about Icarus?
Oh, I think I've heard his name before. Yeah.
So, Icarus is famous for ignoring warnings and flying too close to the sun.
Oh, no.
I feel like you would have heard him. So, basically, he flies too high to the sun, and they told him not to. And that melted his wings.
Oh.
Because he had wax wings.
Oh.
I probably should add that in. He had wax wings. So he falls into the sea that kills him, but in some later poets' accounts, he was placed among the stars as a cautionary tale. A bright light in the night isn't always hope. It can also be a warning about reckless desires.
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point I really want to go into him more.
Yeah, I feel like there's a saying that literally goes, "You've flown too close to the sun."
Yeah, Icarus.
Yeah.
So I would like to do more on him because from what I've heard, he was warned not to go too close to the sun, but he was also warned not to go too close to the water.
See, lesson to be taught there.
Because apparently if he went too close to the water, his wings would get wet. And he couldn't have that either.
Yeah.
So he, instead of going too close to the water, he went too close to the sun instead of just staying in the middle.
See, that's what happens when you don't listen.
But that is all I have. So would you like to tell me your last poem?
Yeah, let's end it on a nice little poem. I don't remember if it's nice, to be honest.
Probably not if you found it.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
I'm running away.
Okay. Once a maiden crowned in light, her beauty praised in moral sight, until the wrath of Athena fell, and turned her grace to living spell. Her hair became a twisted snare of hissing serpents.
Serpents?
Yeah. of hissing serpents coiled in despair, her gaze a curse no soul could flee, stone-bound in silent agony. Yet in her eyes a story stayed, not just a monster, but one betrayed. And when Perseus raised his blade, the world forgot the tears she made.
Sad.
Yeah, so it wasn't nice, it was sad.
So I was right.
Oh.
That is really good. To be fair, I really do like poetry at the minute.
Yeah, to be fair, when I found these, there were quite a few that I could have chosen from. And I really enjoyed reading them actually. I like rhyming.
Yeah, I like rhyming.
It tickles my brain the right way. Okay, shall we get into crystals?
Yes. Do you have a crystal on this one?
Yes, of course. So for this one, because there's so many, I didn't really know which one to pick. So
I got all of them.
I think any protection crystal would be great. The one that I picked is black tourmaline, black tourmaline.
Night sky.
Just because it's great for all round protection and it's great for repelling negativity. So yeah, but I generally think get as many protective stones as you can.
Especially if Zeus is around.
Exactly. Oh, Poseidon, Jesus Christ, them too. Okay, let's get into what the tarot have to say.
Yes, what do they say for this week?
Okay, so the cards we pulled up are Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Queen of Swords upside down. Let's get into the first one. Page of Pentacles just pretty much means plan well ahead. New stuff is coming, especially surrounding money and maybe work. So just be prepared, plan well. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So the Seven of Cups pretty much says listen to your intuition. You're gonna have choices to make. You might get a bit overwhelmed, but if you listen to intuition, it'll help you pick the right choice, I guess.
So stop putting off what you want to do and focus on one project instead of making 10,000 different ones for you where you feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, do what's best for you. Do what makes you happy. And again, listen to your intuition. It will guide you the right direction. The last one is Reverse Queen of Swords, and pretty much means don't let your emotions overtake your reasons. Just think before you act. Pretty much, I think that's the best way to say it. Take your time. You might have many choices, but just literally take your time. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your head. Don't be hasty and jump into things. Just think of what will work best for you.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I say that. I mean, the cards say that. I'm like that. I act on my emotions a bit too much sometimes.
And I'm terrible. If I have a hard decision to make, I just stand still and bury my head in the sand.
Yeah, we're both. What is it? Two ends on the same stick, something like that. I don't know.
Two ends on the same stick. That wonderful saying. No.
Might be making up sayings at this point. That's all from us, I think.
And thank you so much for listening to us.
I can I just say, like, if you are listening, I genuinely am so thankful. We weren't expecting much from this, but we recently saw that we have actual people listening to us.
And it's an amazing feeling.
It really is. If you have any suggestions for anything you want to hear us talk about, email us on magicandmystic@outlook.com or message us on Instagram, which is again Magic and Mystic.
Yeah, it is, and we do posts, and we would just love to hear from you. And thank you again. We do really appreciate you.
We do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.